Right then guys, welcome to another edition of Ben's Angle, and yes, we are back on the Meadow Lake again, and yeah, down at Coking Farm. You guys know that, you know that's where I fish now, and yeah, we booked on for 48 hours, and the day is now Friday, and I think the time's about 3:30, something like that. So I was booked on from 12 o'clock, and then I finish on the Sunday at 12 o'clock as well. So I managed to get all my rods out. And then I've just set the house up, as they say. That's all done, and let the weekend begin, as they say. Kettle's on in the background, and yeah, like I say, I've just lowered in 3 rods, bit of bait out there. Time to relax, guys, you know. So believe it or not, it's actually quite warm down here. So but we are forecast a bit of rain. Don't say it. I know what you're saying. Stop it. Yeah, you stop it. It may be coming, let's put it that way. So but yeah, like I say, 3 rods on the dance floor, and hopefully we can continue where we left off in the last video, guys. I mean, if you haven't watched that last video, go back onto it, sorry. And yeah, lovely 30-pound mirror, and that 40-pound linear was just to die for. I mean, that has got to be. I mean, I've been very blessed. Let's turn that kettle off. 2 secs, guys, eh? Let's turn that off. You don't want a shot of me pouring a coffee, do you? Now, he says. But no, that 40-pound linear was to absolutely die for. I mean, I've been blessed to catch some, you know, iconic carp in the past, as well as some amazing lookers. And I didn't even know it was in here. Didn't even know it was in here. Like I say, I'm not one of those that goes through the photos and stuff like that. All I ask about is stock. I don't know what they look like, and what's your average you're going to be catching. And on Meadow it's pretty good, so that's why we're on it. But yeah, that linear, phew, what a fish that is. What a carp that was. So like I say, if you haven't watched that, go back. It's on the last video, and I think you will agree. What a carp. And that is the reason why we're on Meadow. Like I say, it's one of my favourite places to fish. And yeah, like I say, Dad's opposite me, and we'll give it a go for the weekend. The lake's packed. Of course it is. It's coking, isn't it? That's what happens down here. When you've got a well-run fishery like the guys have got here, it's going to be packed, isn't it? It tells you everything, doesn't it? You know, if you've got a busy lake in the week and at weekend, you're doing something right. And this place is certainly that. It's not like other fisheries where I've been to, where it might be, you know, a little bit busy, or half a lake as such on the weekend. In the week, I'll be 4 or 5 people on it. You're obviously doing something wrong, guys, aren't you? Because this place, no such thing. But right, like I say, bait's out, rod's out. I'm going to pour myself a coffee. Time to relax, finish work for the week. Time to get my fishing head on. Rods are out. Let's hope we can bag a Meadow carp for myself, and as well as you guys. But like I say, if you're new to the channel, guys, if you could subscribe to it, give it a like, give it a thumbs up and all that malarkey. It does help me, and it means, like, moving forward, I will bring you more videos, like I say. Information and entertainment. We have a little bit of swearing on here, so for the younger viewers, you might want to ask Mum and Dad, because like I say, it's a real life carper as such, this YouTube thing. Like I say, I go fishing, I bring a camera with me, and I say it how it is. If I lose one, I'm cursing, I'm swearing. Do you know what I mean? That's what goes on, isn't it? You don't turn around and go, oh, hello, mate, do you want a cup of tea? Nah, you don't want no one near you if you lose one, do you? But if you catch one, mate, you want the fucking well to know, don't you? Of course you do. We're fucking carp anglers. That's what we do, innit? Catch a 12-pounder, you think you're Terry Hearn? It always happens, doesn't it, guys, eh? That's what it's like. So like I say, you know, stick with me, give it a subscribe. I've got plenty of subscribers now, and I get a lot of people coming round into swims when they know that I'm here. And yeah, the feedback is lovely, I must admit. It is nice, and we keep it entertaining. You know, that's what we do. So sometimes I catch, sometimes I'll blank. There you go, guys. It's carp fishing, isn't it? But right, enough waffle, enough Mikel Arteta settings, as I say. You know what he's like. And I'll come back to you this evening, hopefully, with a nice Meadow carp. Catch you soon. Right, and there's the swim, guys. So a swim that I've fished with before. Funny enough, it's the swim where I caught the 50-pounder from. And yeah, like I say, I like this swim. It's been very kind to me in the past. And again, just doing something different, guys, you know what I mean? The wind has just swung and started to come in here now. And I don't know how long it's coming in for. I don't think it's long. It's going to be swinging the other way. And I mean, it'll be fantastic if it stayed like this. but like I say, it's not going to be. So, but yeah, where are we fishing now? Left hand rod, like I say, down this end. I mean, it's famous all down here, down this edge. Do you know what I mean? Loads of people fish down there, and it produces fish. Don't get me wrong, and but you also get a lot of blanks down there as well. And I think it's just where it's just overfished sometimes, a bit like in the other peg or the other swim in the last video. You know, I just do things a little bit different. And I think that's why the catch rate is high on Meadow, because I don't go to obvious spots. Sometimes I do, guys, sometimes I don't, you know, but again, on this one I don't, you know. I fish areas that I know that are not getting fished, and you know, and I think that's why we're having the results that we do on this lake. You know, if you're just going to keep following people in on spots, they're going to get wise to it. They're not stupid in Meadow, they're not stupid in Oak either. And yeah, you've got to, in my opinion, to keep that catch rate up, you've got to be doing something different. So basically, so left hand rod, I don't know if you guys can see it. I mean, a lot of people fish on this point here, it gets hammered, but there's a V in the trees here that I've done well, so well away from that point. There's a V in the tree here, and I've got my left hand rod here. I mean, there is a very good spot on the end of this island here as well, which I will monitor. I've put some bait out here already, and if that one there doesn't produce in this V, I will then switch it to here, because I've caught a few from here. But that V has done some very good fish for me. Like I say, it's an area that I don't see many people, not saying that they don't, but most of the people that I see come in this swim just go wallop straight down the other end. So that's the left hand rod. Middle rod, again, instead of going down the end, I've got one halfway down, and then if you look at like the two fingers, we're like that. And then what I've done is I've just catapulted boilies. I've just put a kilo of hydro squid, and I've just spread it again, boys. You know, that's what I do on here, and it's just down there. I mean, I've got two half decent drops, not that I'm really looking for a good drop. It's in the silt, the shit, but they were half decent as such. But like I say, I've just spread bait from about here into a line, probably from, like, if we look at that tree there, but coming into my swim back down here, and I've just deployed 2 rigs on it in the open water there, and we'll go for that for the first 24. But like I say, the wind's trickling in now nicely, and we'll see what that brings. But like I say, I know it's going to be swinging totally down the other end by tomorrow morning, so we shall see. We shall see. At the moment, it looks good, but for how long, I'm not too sure, guys. So, but like I say, they're the 3 spots we're starting with. On the island one here, I've got the krill and bloodworm, because I caught a few fish on that last year. So that's krill and bloodworm, and then the 2 out here, hydro squid. So I've got some TNT with me and that, but they're the 2. Hydro squid is the most dominant one on here, but I have caught quite a few on the krill and bloodworm as well. But right, I'll come back to you this evening, hopefully with a few fish showing. Hard life, isn't it, Ted? Look at him. Carp dog Ted, isn't it? Loving it at the coking. You a good boy? Look at him. He's sleepy, he is. He's been up early. Where them rats? Where them geese? Find them. Nah, no chance, guys. I think that's it for Carp Dog Ted. I think he's in bed tonight. Ta-da, Ted. Right then, guys. Well, coming on to that Friday. Oh, excuse me. Just had a cup of tea and Friday evening, and yeah, looks a lot lighter on that phone. It's just starting to get dark now. It's about 8:30 now, so it's lovely, isn't it, this time of year? Get out there, do a bit of fish spotting, and yeah, as you can see down there, that's my fish spotting chair, and the bennies are just sitting there. So, but yeah, like I say, I've seen one. I thought I might have seen a few more, but I've only seen one. But there is a bit of good news, and yeah, it's regarding Dad. Dad has just caught one of Meadow's big uns, and well, I say just, he had it a couple of hours ago, and yeah, like I say, it was a proper one. It's one of the big uns on Meadow, and fair play to Dad. Like, I mean, if you want to see that, that's all being filmed as well. If you go over to the O'Connor angle, and yeah, you'll see that fish on there, and what a fish it was. Like I say, one of Meadow's finest, and yeah, well done, Dad. And that's what this lake can do once you get the correct bait and the correct tactics. That's what can happen on Meadow. So yeah, literally, he's been in the water, what, I don't know, 3 hours, and he's had one of the Meadow's big ones. So fair play to him. But like I say, I've seen one. I'll tell you what, let's go over to the water. Yeah, I've seen one, and like I say, that's been it. It's been very quiet down this end, even though we had the wind trickling in. Still got a little bit of a ripple, but that's about it. It's going to swing and go down the other end, so it's one of those this weekend. I think we might be struggling, but we'll see. Like I say, we've paid our money and we give it a go, innit, guys, you know. But yeah, it is a beautiful evening, but it is starting to get cold now, hence why the lucky hat's on. And obviously I need it, guys. I ain't caught nothing, have I? Got to put me lucky hat on, as they say. But right, I think that will do for tonight. And as you can see, there's a lovely backdrop there of Meadow. And if I catch anything tonight, it'll be lights, camera and action for you guys. If not, I shall see you in the morning with a cup of coffee and a cigarette. See you in the morning, guys. Well, morning, guys. And yeah, by the tone of my voice, I think you can tell what's happened. Absolutely nothing. So, yeah, one bleep. Fucking one bleep. Yeah, been very, very quiet when I left you guys last night. Obviously I was out there doing a bit of fish spotting, as we like to call it in our house. And yeah, I see one. And yeah, I wasn't too confident, I must admit, going to bed last night. I jumped in bed thinking, oh, I've seen one. I thought I was going to see a few. That wind was trickling in here, and I don't know if they're here or not, whether they're just milling around down there or not, but they're certainly not active. And like I say, I see one come out, look like a mid-20, and that was it. But yeah, I had one bleep last night. To be fair, I was facing the other way on the bed chair. Beep, you know, you just give it the one highlight. That was about as far as it went. So yeah, like I say, been up this morning. Time now is about 7:15. I've been up for about half an hour, but yeah, I haven't seen anything. It's very quiet, very, very quiet. So yeah, we are on plan B. But like I say, got plenty of time yet. I'm not going to start panicking, but I think it's just got to keep my eyes peeled now. So if I do see something, I've got to act on it instead of like laying traps now, like I've done with a bit of bait and stuff like that. I'll keep one on the bait, but if I start seeing something, I'll have to start acting on it, because it has worked for me before in the past. I think on one of the previous videos, I think I see a couple of fish show and I just randomly cast to them, and I think I had a couple. I think it was one of the videos anyway. And so yeah, we're at that point now. So eyes peeled this morning, and I think what we'll do, we'll definitely whiz one of them rods in and just take the gamble and cast at it, hoping that there's a pack of them underneath you. But like I say, we've still got plenty of time yet. We're booked on till 12 Sunday. But yeah, that's about it really, guys, what I say. Meadow is biting back at the moment, and yeah, in this situation, I wouldn't say panic. You know, just keep to what you're doing. You know your strengths, and we know the bait works, etc. It could be a case of just waiting for them. So, which I have done plenty of times on this lake. So I know I catch quite a few on here, but it can bite you in the arse on this lake as well. You know, so but that's where we're at. So eyes peeled, cup of coffee, and have a cigarette, and we go from there, guys. So yeah, let's hope that they give me a sign this morning and we can act on it. But I'll come back to you around lunchtime-ish and let you know what's gone on. But yeah, as at the moment, Benny one bleep, that's all we are. So we'll leave it there, guys. Right then, guys, well, time is getting on, and yeah, it's midday now on the Saturday, and yeah, it's been absolute dire. It really has. Like I say, it's there's only been one out, and obviously that was Dad's very, very special fish, and that's been it. Very quiet. So, excuse me, yeah, we've redone the rods. So what I've done is now, my right hand rod's gone down this edge down here. I had a little wander down there earlier, I see some fizzing going on down there. Now, whether they were tench, I don't know. They were very, very small bubbles, which sometimes does indicate tench. But I thought I've got nothing to go on, guys, do you know what I mean? So I've lowered one in there, I've kept one out in that middle zone out there as you're looking. And then instead of having that one in this V here, which you can see, I've moved it further along. I'll just move the camera for you. I've moved it along to under this willow just here, which that's where I've caught quite a few out of this swim. They like it under that willow. They really do like it there. So that's what we've gone with now, guys. So yeah, I've fanned the rods out as much as I possibly can within the limits of my swim. Really, you know what I mean, I'm struggling, guys. You know, I'm going to keep it real like we do on this channel. Absolutely struggling. I don't know why it's switched off. I mean, there's no wind, there's nothing. It just feels muggy, you know. So I think we could do with a storm or something to stir it up, but very quiet. And to be honest with you guys, I think if one comes along, this is going to be a case of where the fucking hell did he come from? Do you know what I mean? It's, yeah, like I say, they're just not even active. So, but there you go, it is what it is, isn't it? You can't catch them all the time. And like I say, I know I do very well on here, but this session, it's certainly biting me in the arse, and I'm still stuck with the bait. Got two on the hydro squid, one on the krill and bloodworm, and we'll stick with that. I know that works very well on here, both them baits. It's just a case of trying to find them within the swim and seeing where they're active, and as it stands at the moment, there's neither. So let's hope that one comes along and it's a straggler and it decides to have a little feed. I think that's where we're at. So, but yeah, Saturday lunchtime, I'm gonna have a kip, and I'll come back to you later on, guys. Right, hopefully, guys, a bit of good news. I haven't had one, don't worry, but I have seen a few now. And yeah, I took a wander further down the bank to get a better view of the lake, because the lighting from here isn't that great in this swim. And but when you go down there and look back, because you get the reflection of the tree, it's better. You haven't got the reflection of the clouds, if that makes sense. And I see about 6 or 7 of them out there just cruising about. I mean, the weather's horrible. There's no wind. It's fucking muggy. Obviously, I'm in a t-shirt. You know, it's just horrible conditions. They're in that kind of mood, the bastard mood. Yeah, let's keep it straight. And but it's refueled me. I'm like, right, I've seen 6 or 7 of them. There was, don't know how many underneath. A couple of them were good ones as well. A couple of like smaller ones. And so yeah, it's like, right, tactics wise, so now I've moved all the rods again. I've basically put 2 out in that central zone, and then I've got 1 just down the edge behind the camera. But the baits that we've gone in with, I've gone in with the krill. Now again, I've caught quite a few out of here on the krill, and we got the new dumbbells. These are the smaller ones. They're a dark brown in colour, and it just mimics what I'm putting in. So basically, that's the one on the edge, the right hand rod. So what I've done is I've put one of them on, and these are the hard ones, so they're hard on look bait. So basically I've lowered that rod in now. That rod is not going to be moved until I go home 12 o'clock tomorrow. And then basically just on top of it, I've put the barrels as the bottom baits. And I haven't put loads in though, guys. I've literally just put a handful of them in. But when I'm probably about an handful, so I would say 20 baits. That one is literally a trap. So that is what we've done with that. Regarding the other 2 rods, obviously they're on the ever faithful hydro squid. You know, you've heard me rant and rave about these on this lake. And again, these are the new small barrels. So basically, they're in a wafter as well. They're like a reddy colour, and oh, they absolutely stink, they do. But yeah, there's even smaller ones. Well, sorry, these are the medium ones. There's even smaller ones of these, but I've got 2 mediums on. They're punched out in the open water. Bloody geese. So they're out in the open water where I've just seen them 6 or 7 fish. And then obviously I've gone down that side down there, because obviously there's a long bank. And then I've got my catapult out and just spread about ½ a kilo. That's what I had left in one bag. I've just opened up these now. And again, these are the small barrels, these ones. and that's them there. But yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. That's the bait on Meadow, really. I've had most of them on, but don't rule out that krill and bloodworm. So that's what we've gone in with. I put half a kilo now over the side there in the middle, and I'll spin you round, and then you guys can see what I've done. But yeah, I've seen 6 or 7. Confidence has gone right up now. It ain't loads, but I've got sag to go on, guys. So I'm just praying with what I've done has worked. So right, I'm going to spin you guys round, and you'll see the position that I am in, looking down the lake. And that's the position that I'm in, looking, if that makes sense. So basically, where are we? Right, where Dad's van is in the background, the black one over there, there's a cut through over there. See the 2 geese on the bank? So if you imagine taking a halfway line between them and us, that's where the left-hand rod is now. Right-hand rod is not far away from it. There's a clump of trees to the right. I mean, I'm not fishing right over to that edge. I'm nowhere near it. I'm halfway out. So left-hand rod's about here. Middle rod's about here, and then I've baited up from this bank over here, guys. Well, basically, from down there, you can walk down there and then bait up. It's so much easier with a catapult, and that's what we've done. So we've baited up about half a kilo from this tree to this tree, just out in this central zone, and then I've got one just tucked down this right hand margin, not far down. I know loads of people go all the way down. I don't. I just go in here, and like I say, I've put in just an handful of bait. Like I say, they're being absolute moody bastards this weekend. Spin that camera around a bit. There you go. Yeah, they're being proper moody bastards. And so yeah, I know that I normally pile it in here, but this weekend I just don't think it's going to be the one, guys. It's muggy, it's hot, it's horrible. So, but that's the tactics. Like I say, it's 4 o'clock now on a Saturday, and we'll go from there. And hopefully, matey on his quad bike, hopefully I'll have one to show you. But like I say, it has fished hard. There's only been one out this weekend, and that's Dad's special one. So yeah, if we can nab one, fantastic result. Well then, guys, I'm coming on to that Saturday evening now. Well into that. You know, time's about, I don't know, I think it's about 10 to 8, something like that. And even though it's dark in here, it's still well light out there. And yeah, I've seen a few now. Well, I've seen 5, so you know, which is enough for me to suggest there's plenty here for me to have a crack at. And you can hear noise in the background. I've got the kettle on, but yeah, I've seen 5, and one of them was a proper one as well. It was well over 40 pound. It was a proper big fish, and but yeah, I've seen enough now to feel quite confident. Like I say, I've still got them rods in the same spot, just one nick down the edge here. Only a little way down, not even halfway down, you know, it's, I don't know, 20 yards down the edge. You know, I've got 2 out in that central bowl bit there, and I've had 2 shows right over both the middle and the left-hand rod, you know, the ones that I was showing you, and then the other 3 have just been like sparse around the swim. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think we got a shot at one here, guys. I really do. So I don't think there's going to be loads in this video, and I do apologise. Unfortunately, that's fishing for you, isn't it? You know, it's been one of those sessions. Meadow's been fucking moody, and let me turn that fucking kettle off. Hold on, guys. Get out of it. Yeah, no, it's been proper moody, and yeah, it's certainly bit me in the backside this weekend. But it's not over yet. Not over. One more night. But yeah, hopefully we can just get one to show you guys. Like I said, I've left them where they are. I didn't want to disturb the water anymore, and there's basically obviously other people now are redoing all their rods. We're all set, and it's a tip that I can give you guys: get your rods in early, way before dinner time. Just leave them, and then what happens is, what you'll find is around 6, 7 o'clock, even 8 o'clock, people are all doing all their rods, and that's great. All the commotion's that end. Straight away the fish start pushing down to where it's quiet. You're set, and I think that's helped as well. But obviously we need to book one first. And but like I say, I didn't see, well, what did I see yesterday? I see 1 yesterday evening. I've seen 5 tonight, and obviously 6 or 7, you know, that were cruising down there. So it's enough to go out, as I say. It's enough to be optimistic. So that's where we're at. Got a bloody robin just landed on me left-hand rod. Yeah, guys, that an omen, eh? So But right, I'm going to make this coffee. Cigarette. Please, just one. Just one. I'll see you in the morning. Well, morning guys. Gonna need some red stripe for this one. Hey? Now we're gonna need a crate and put the Moet on ice as well. Oh, we ain't had one. We've just had a double take. Can someone explain carp fishing to me? All that time, and then at 6 o'clock this morning, the left hand rod's just gone wallop. Here we go, we're away. Benny's back in the game. Way it's gone, playing it, got it in. Well, just as I was going to net, sorry, just got his head in the net. You know when you give it the flip, giving it the flip? Well, yes, I've got one. You know, I've got one for you guys, finally. Just as I put it down, middle rod, wallop, double take. I couldn't believe it. I've got 2 of them in the net now. I ain't even unhooked them. I can't believe it. All that bloody time, and then right at the last knockings. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Time now is about 6:45, so like 20 to 7. I've just flicked the rods back out because they're obviously there. I've just put another, I don't know, 50 baits, half a kilo, whatever out there. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. 2 fucking runs at the same time. You wait all that time. Unbelievable, guys, isn't it? And that's what I'm saying. Gonna need a crate of red stripe for this one, aren't we? Unbelievable. Unreal, mate. So, but there we go. We've got 2 in the net for you. Gonna sort them out now. Oh, mate, carp fishing, eh? Wait all that bloody time. And it was a 2 out in the open water where we see them 6-7 fish cruising around yesterday. That's where we had them from. Unbelievable, isn't it, eh? But right, and for the main piece of the show, I shall show you a couple of lovely fish from Meadow Lake. I'll see you soon. Right then, guys. And here is one half of the double take. There he is. £22 on the money. Of a new penny, this one, isn't he? So here, overjoyed with that one. A little bit more for you guys. There we go. So yeah, first one of that brace. But yeah, it'll do, isn't it, eh? Like London buses, they say, guys. Right, quickly spinning round to you guys. Just gonna flip it. And there's the other side. But yeah, well happy with that one. I was overjoyed when he went in the net. But yeah, £22 from Meadow. Right, let's get the other one out for you. He's a bit bigger, that one. But right, lovely. Right then, guys, and there's the other one. £29.3 to be precise. But yeah, look at that. He's a better one, isn't he? He's a cracker. So yeah, part of that double brace. Hydro squid again. It's just a bait that keeps giving on this place. So yeah, overjoyed with him. Got lovely scale markings, isn't he? Yeah. Right, let's spin him quickly round. But yeah, he's immaculate that side. Right, let's spin him round. And there we go. And there's the other side. Yeah, a proper recognisable one in from that scale pad. Yeah, he's stunner. Right, we'll get some shots of him. And I am one happy angler. 2 in the morning from Meadow. 22 and a 29. Right, let's get him back. There we go. Thank you very much. £29 of it. Lovely. Pucker. Well, what a result that was, wasn't it, eh? I think you guys would agree. 2 cracking carp there, and sort that tripod out a little bit. There you go. Yeah, 2 cracking carp, and yeah, like London buses, isn't it? Unbelievable. But yeah, well pleased with them. And yeah, 22 and a 29. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff, as they say. Unbelievable. But what I've done is now, them two rods, obviously I flicked them straight out while them fish were in the net. And I'm quickly going to bring in this margin rod. The margin rod ain't done nothing. I've just seen another one crash down there. I mean, there ain't long left of the session, to be fair. I think there's probably about 3 hours left. And I'm quickly going to whiz that in. Got a new rig ready to go. And I'm going to put on an hydro squid. One of them barrels again. One of them ones again, guys. You know what I mean? That just seems to be... They know that they're there. So I'm going to put one of those on. Bloody lighting. We're in the bivvy again, guys. So yeah, basically it's a barrel bait like that, and then just go long ways with it. These are wafters, these ones, guys. So, and then obviously that will go through the hair like so, and then pull that round. Get me boilie stop. Sorry about the lighting. I can't bloody help it at the moment, guys. Right, let's get you in. Like so, we'll get there in a second, won't we? But yeah, these little hook baits, they're new out at the moment, and yeah, they're unreal. They're absolutely unbelievable. They're just that perfect size. So if I can get this boilie stopping, might need some glasses, guys, you know. Right, there we go, we're in. And that there, if you guys can see, that there is the finished rig. So basically, it's a short coated braided hook length. We've got a size 4 barbless hook there, that's the fishery rules. We've got a bit of shrink tube there. I prefer shrink tube to kickers because I like to bend the shrink tube right round, as you can see there. Whip it down the shank, and then I trap it with a bit of silicone. I don't have no rings, so basically that hair is trapped so it cannot move. You know, with a ring, obviously you can go back up the shank. And then obviously you've got the hair there, and then we've got the medium size dumbbell hydro squid from Steamies, and then just a little stop at the end. But that there, I'll come in close for you guys, there you go. That there is the winning rig. So all the rigs are the same with my rods. It's very basic fishing, to be honest with you. I'm not into all this new, you know, what's the word, fancy dancy rigs, and I don't know, you crimp them now, you put putty on them. I mean, fuck me, there's that much metal on them, you can take them to a fucking scrapyard, isn't it? You know, it's just not needed. But if you catch with them, guys, stick with them, you know, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about catching at the end of the day. It's why we pay our money. But me, just simple rigs like that, I've used them since the 90s, and nothing really changes. Like I say, catch plenty of carp, and I think that's one of the reasons why I do as well, because my rigs are just so basic. And yeah, like I say, none of that crimping malarkey and anything like that. And I mean, that is just a bog standard hair rig with a bit of shrink tube and a bit of silicone just to hold it all in place. No putty, just a coated braid. I mean, obviously the leads and that, it'll be on a lead clip for people that have been with me for a while. It's just a normal safety clip, and then we got some 3 ounce square leads as well. That's the, I'll just show you them. That's the leads that I prefer, and there's a reason for it as well. Sorry about the lighting. Because you've got the 4 sides on it being a square lead, so whether you're fishing on an island, a lot on a slope, it will hold. If you're fishing in the silt, it plugs in. To me, it's just the ultimate lead. The only thing I will say is anything over about 80-90 yards, you're going to struggle with this, because obviously there's so much there for the wind to hit it. Sometimes they might wobble. But yeah, like I say, they're from SM Leads. And give him a check out, guys. He does bat leads as well, which are very good. He does so many dominations of leads, and I think they go up to about 10 ounces, and he's very cheap as well. But the other reason I like it as well is because all the coating stays on them. I've had leads before, you know, it's like you chuck them in your bag, don't you? Then you go to your bag and then all the fucking coating's hanging off, and you think, oh, for fuck's sake. But with his ones, yeah, they all stay on, and that's why I like them. But yeah, that's pretty much the rig, guys. Like I say, very basic fishing. I don't follow these real big trends as such, you know what I mean? If you're catching, why do you need to? Stay with what you're doing, guys, isn't it? So simple rig, on a safety clip, 3-ounce square lead, and a pot of these, the old hydro squids, the get out jails, or meadows I call them now. And yeah, and away you go, guys. So but like I say, I'm going to flip that rig out now, which is just here. And yeah, right, let's get that margin rod in, swing that one out to where I've just seen that fish. Who knows, can we get number 3? We be greedy? Let's have a fucking go, guys, eh? Right then, guys, well, that's the end of the session. And yep, all packed up. Look at him, just got the ground sheet drying out, all ready, all cleared, everything picked up for the next angler that's coming in. And that's what you do here, guys, you know what I mean? You make sure you clear up after yourself, because like I say, someone will be in this swim within the next hour, no question of it. It's like a conveyor belt, but that's the way it is here at Coking Farm. That's why it's such a great fishery, and that's why it's very busy. But yeah, 2 fish right at the end on them ones, guys, wasn't it? A cracking 22 and a cracking 29, so yeah, well happy with that. And like I say, we'll be back very soon, no doubt. It's a lake that I love down here. My dad does as well. Like I say, check out Dad's channel, Barry's Angle. He had a proper one of Meadow's real big uns out this weekend, so check that out, guys. But if you can subscribe to the channel, guys. I mean, all the subscribers, sorry, thank you very, very much. I mean, we're booming on that part, but greed is good, isn't it, guys? You know, we bring you big fish carp content, you know what I mean, from the day tickets. And the best thing, guys, is all free. We don't charge you a penny for it. Not like other channels, you know, they're doing all this monthly subscription bollocks. Nah, we don't do that. It's free, guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. I always get back in the comment section. If I can help you with anything regarding anything fishing wise or Coking Farm, you know, and regarding bait and rigs and stuff, leave it in the comments. You know what I mean? It's love for the love, people. But if you can, just do me a favour and hit the subscribe button. It's totally free, guys, yeah? And on that note, there's a ta-da from me and a ta-da from him.